All right, well, I finally figured out what I'm going to do with all these extra eggs. We are going to attempt to make a bunch of egg noodles. We have a lot. And by a lot, I mean a lot. The recipe I saw said about 1 cup of flour to each egg. So that's what I'm going to try because I only have like about 5 cups of flour. We keep our fresh eggs unwashed on the counter. They can last really, really a long time as long as you don't wash them, but it's important to float test them. These eggs have all been laid in the last couple months, but I wanted to show you the difference between kind of a fresher egg and one that needs to be utilized pretty quickly. The last video I made, you could see they were all sinking down to the bottom. I don't know if you can tell the difference here, but you see how the point is kind of coming up? That is an egg that needs to be used a little bit quicker. When they actually float, if they're at the top of this water, don't use them. Give them to your compost, give them to your animals. When they start kind of turning up on their tips like that, definitely use them quick. So, all right, so I'm gonna do 1 cup per egg. I'm gonna see how much flour I have because I'm running kind of low. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I'm pretty much right. About 5, 4. Oh, this is gonna make a lot of dough, but that's okay, as far as I know. Apparently, Mr. Google Pants and everyone on YouTube says it's gonna work out. So let's see. Now we're supposed to make a well. A nice volcano whale. Because these are farm fresh eggs, even though we gave them a float test, I'm gonna go ahead and crack them in a separate bowl before I add them to my flour, because there's nothing worse than thinking you had a fresh egg and it's spoiled and it goes into all that work. So we're gonna put them in separately, and I guess what I meant when I said separate, I really meant, look, I put one in, made sure it's still fresh, and then drop it, and then I'll crack another one. So yeah, individual. All right, all 5 eggs were good. Float testing really works, and now we're just going to kind of mix this in. Oh, I forgot the salt. See, it's my first time doing it, but I gotta put some salt in. No bit of salt, never hurt no one. All right, and from what I saw, we just are gonna start mixing in to the well here until it starts pulling the flour out and it can hold its shape. Again, my first time doing it. We're gonna figure this out together. I just had to share, like, it's so fun cooking at home. I'm not sure how great this is gonna come out. I made my first from scratch biscuits the other day. I've just been getting into bread making in the last couple years, and this is fun. To me right now, this seems like there's no way this is gonna come together. But I'm gonna trust the process, and worst comes to worst, I'm gonna add some water. I did see that some recipes added a little bit of milk or water, but then others didn't. So I kind of wanted to go with having a dry dough. It's always easier to add some wetness than it is to, if you add the flour, I feel like it usually ends up a little too thick. So I'd rather have a wet dough, even though I've never made pasta, than like a thick dough and have to water it down. All right, it is slowly coming together. I did add a tablespoon-ish of water. I'm a little worried about adding too much more, but I just feel like I need to. So you can see how shaggy that dough is, but I mean, I'm a little worried. Subscribe, stay tuned. Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm gonna make this into a couple parts just to put it on all the platforms, but I don't know, that's probably another tablespoon. Let's see how this is going. We're gonna knead it. Oh, that already feels a little better though. We're gonna just keep kneading it until it comes together and forms a ball. So let's see. Okay, I think I'm getting it. I probably added a total of 4 tablespoons of water. Again, I'm not sure if this was right. Also, my eggs were kind of small in this recipe. Most of the ones I saw did call for like a large egg, but you know, we're just gonna work it out. And this is the fun part of bread making. You get the best shoulder workout of your life. All right, it's starting to come together. So I'm just gonna keep kneading this for a little bit, and then we're gonna wrap it and let it sit for at least 30 minutes. Not gonna lie, I don't have much faith in this right now, but let's see what we got, huh? This feels like so thick. I can't imagine it making noodles, but I don't know. Never made them, so let's just keep stretching that gluten. Yeah, also too, I probably should have put this in there earlier. This is all-purpose flour with a little bit of leftover wheat flour that I had, so maybe it's supposed to be thick too. The only recipes I saw used a different kind of flour. Maybe that's why it's, I don't know. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. I'm not gonna lie, that felt like it took a lot longer. I don't know, it's about 15 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure if it's as smooth as it should be, but this is what you're supposed to be looking for. So we're gonna let this sit, and I gotta feed everyone, and I will come back in a few minutes.